What songs instantly make you sad? Chasing Cars, Snow Patrol. I have nothing but good memories from this song. Regardless. Reminiscent tears. Let me tell you about a little show called Grey's Anatomy. You Can Let Go Now Daddy, Crystal Shawanda. I loved her first, Heartland. My dad died 8 years ago. One was playing on the radio as I drove away from the hospital the last time I saw him alive. The other was the song we danced to at my wedding for the father-daughter dance. Sorry about your loss. Sadly, heartbreak or death are the only possible outcomes for huge, deep, joy-bringing love. Falls hurt more from greater heights. Sounds like you loved him very much. Tori Amos, Northern Lad. Against All Odds. Phil Collins. Legit, the first line is all it takes. And it builds from there. Goodbye to Romance, Ozzy. That is a good one. Anything by Beach House. Terry Mitty. A Punjabi song. I'm so surprised that no one said it. But Clapton's Tears in Heaven. Totally. It's literally about a tragic event in his life and he wrote the song to help get through it. My son is now 14. Losing him at 4 would have devastated me. Somebody Else by the 1975. Camille by Bill Fay. Link. Let Her Go Passenger. Wow. You gave me a total flashback of my first breakup 10 years later. Fix You, Coldplay. Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Tears in Heaven. This is actually the correct answer. How many are about your real 4-year-old son falling to death out of a 53rd floor window? Not many. Most songs by Blue October. I have to block out thoughts of you so I don't lose my head. They crawl in like a cockroach. Leaving babies in my bed. C418 Sweden. All I Want by Kodaline. Hallelujah by Jeff Buckley. Led Me Home by Randy Houser. Finally another Kodaline fan. The Night We Met. Love this song. Lord Huron is the best. Adagio for strings. Used as so many films. None that necessarily come to mind, but the song just radiates so much emotional pain. Baby Shark fills me with dread. All Tomorrow's Parties, The Velvet Underground and Nico. New Slang, The Shins. Simple Man, Lynyrd Skynyrd. Stardust, Mika. The One That Got Away, Katy Perry. Wounded, Good Charlotte. New Slang Makes Me So Melancholic. Lies, Marina. The acoustic version. The emotion she sings with gets me every time. That's what gets me too. It just has such a vulnerable sound and the amount of emotion she puts into it is incredible. Tears in Heaven by Clapton. Over the Rainbow by the Hawaiian Israel K. Deathbed, Pow Fu. Cats in the Cradle by Harry Chapin. Man, this song makes me cry and I don't even know if it's from sadness, regret or fear. Even though I've always had a good relationship with my dad. The lyrics about postponing some family time and then the years go by and we're always busy with something else. It's so simple and real for everyone. It really hits hard. This song used to tug at my heart. But now it will forever be associated with the Charlie and Dennis strip routine in It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. I was away from my son for his 2nd and 3rd year of life. This song absolutely kills me. Butterfly Fly Away, Hannah Montana. My best friend and I from high school were gonna sing this song for an activity in class. But before we could, her father suddenly passed away. We continued on with the activity and needless to say our teacher cried while we were singing. Landslide. I mean, right? I listen to both Fleetwood Mac and Smashing Pumpkins when things are rough. Both have a different feel. How to Save a Life, The Fray. Link. Hurt, Johnny Cash. Link. My Immortal, Evanescence. Link. One More Light, Linkin Park. Link. One More Light, love that song but can't get myself to listen to it. Also Final Masquerade. It's like he was telling us the whole time. How to save a life hits hard. It might not be known to many Americans. But List du Matki by Dizem. It's a Polish masterpiece. And just heartbreaking to listen to. That piano piece from Forrest Gump's intro scene. Reminds me of the wake of someone who I held dear. Heavy, Linkin Park. This and One More Light. Chester's performances of these songs shortly after Chris Cornell's suicide are heartbreaking. And even more so knowing what was to come for him as well. Not instantly, but the last verse of Don't Take the Girl by Tim McGraw can certainly bring some tears. Link. I grew up with a mom who thought 90s country was the best thing since ever. That's really all I listened to until I was about 9 or 10. When she passed away when I was 18. My sisters and I picked this song for her funeral. I couldn't even stand to listen to more than 2 seconds of it when I searched for the video. It's called How Can I Help You Say Goodbye by Patty Loveless. Link. Similar reason for me. But I'm still flabbergasted by its existence. Have you guys ever heard the Christmas Shoes? Spoiler. It's a Christmas song. Legit one of the saddest things I've ever heard. Warning. I cry every time I hear it. I can't even get through describing the song without hitching up. Link. 505 by Arctic Monkeys. But I crumble completely when you cry. Love it. However, only ones who know does it for me. That one song from the movie Her. Song on the Beach by Arcade Fire. Or Something by Joanna Newsom. Or The Book of Soul by Ab Soul. Hear You Me by Jimmy Eat World. It's about fans of theirs who really helped them in their early days who died in a car crash. Colder Weather or Highway 20 Ride by Zac Brown Band are also incredibly sad to me. Most Things by Eden. Crash gets to me sometimes. Wake Up gets me. You Are My Sunshine by Johnny Cash. My mom used to sing me this song when I was little, and now I'm growing up and moving away in a couple weeks and I'm excited, but you just made me cry lol. Sorry for making you cry. Although it has the same effect on me lol. Same here. I'm a cat lover, and one time I watched a video of a girl singing this to her dying cat. I cried so much. After a month my cat began to weaken and the time came that he can't even walk in his bed. I always sang this song to him until he fell asleep. And I also sang this to him the moment he got his last breath and I cried. My Immortal. It just reminds me that I'm gonna have to say goodbye to people. Whether it's death or just being physically separated. Wish You Were Here, Pink Floyd. My aunt's favorite band was Pink Floyd. She was like a mother to me and was one of the sweetest women I have ever had the privilege of knowing. It's almost been 2 years and I still can't listen to it without at least choking up. My best friend died 9 years ago and his cousin played this on his guitar and sang it at his funeral. Makes me cry every time. But also makes me happy to be reminded of him. Anything by Elliott Smith. You'll Be in My Heart, Phil Collins. He absolutely murdered all the songs he did for Tarzan, and this one in particular really s me up. Easily one of the most powerfully tender songs of the 90s. In them chorus key changes. People give Phil Collins a lot of st with the Genesis stuff and his music losing integrity and going pop blah blah blah. Ain't nothing wrong with writing pop when you're a genius at it. Disney didn't call just anyone to write music. Am I the only one who really likes Phil Collins era Genesis? I mean, I like it more than pre-Collins Genesis. Genesis era Phil Collins is when he really came into his own. His pop songs are so catchy most people don't even listen to the lyrics. But they should. They're not just about the pleasures of conformity but also a statement about Phil Collins himself. Without You, SpongeBob Ft. Mr. Krabs. But this kitchen's not the same without you. It's just a greasy spoon. Wish You Were Here by Pink Floyd. Wishing You Were Somehow Here Again, The Phantom of the Opera, or that part near the end of the musical when the Phantom sings, Christine I Love You. HL. I'm sad just thinking about it right now. Time in a Bottle by Jim Croce puts a weepy lump in my throat. My own sentiment ruined the best scene in X-Men. Days of Future Past for me. That's a shame. That song and scene complemented each other so well it made me appreciate the song more. Father and Son by Cat Stevens. Little Wonders, Rob Thomas. The original Let It Go. I never fail to cry at the end of Meet the Robinsons. Me too. But it's such a good cry, because he gets the best of everything anyone could ask for in a family. This one didn't get to me until I saw him in concert and he explained what it's about. Basically, he was walking his dog after a concert one night. He was exhausted and the dog was taking forever to do its business. He was getting really frustrated and annoyed and just wanted it to hurry up. Then the dog looked up at him with this expression of pure joy. Like, isn't this great? I'm out here walking with my best friend on a beautiful night. And then he felt like a complete AE because he realized that while he was just trying to get it over with, his dog literally lived for those moments. And he talked about how years later, after the dog had passed on, he'd give just about anything to be able to go back and take a walk with that dog. So now that song wrecks me, but I always think about it when I start getting impatient with my dog. And it's a good reminder about what's really important. No Matter What by Callum Scott. It hits me hard and gives me the feels because I wish my parents could be like that. It only takes one strong person to break a cycle. You can't decide who your parents are, but you can decide what your children's will be like. Sucks to have front row seats to a shitty show, but hopefully it will help you keep an eye out for those paths later in life, so you can avoid them. My Immortal, Evanescence. When I See You Again, Wiz Khalifa. Agreed. Blake Shelton, The Baby. Mazzy Star, Fade Into You. But It Hurts So Good. I love that song. But it always makes me happy. Into Dust kills me too. Sleepwalk, Santo and Johnny. Pale Blue Eyes, The Velvet Underground. Any of the ones that have made an appearance on an ASPCA commercial. Sarah McLachlan's entire catalog. One More Light by Linkin Park. Especially live versions. FK, it's just so emotional knowing how much pain Chester was in. For Real. ST acquired a truly haunting quality to it after he passed away. Over the Rainbow, Israel Kamakavivole. See You Again, Wiz Khalifa FT. Charlie Puth. That ST always makes me remember my friends and online friends that has moved on. Begin Again by Taylor Swift. Oh, this song makes me cry happy tears. The Best Day makes me cry happy tears. I'm actually learning it on guitar right now so I can play it for my mom on Mother's Day. I'm an EMT, so for obvious reasons I haven't been able to see her in quite a while. I'm gonna tape it and send it to her. Ah, that's so cute. She'll love it. I love to sing, but I'm way too anxious to sing in front of my family. Even my mom. I feel bad lol. But your mom is so lucky to have you. Never Grow Up makes me cry as well. But sad tears because I grew up. Upward Over the Mountain, Iron and Wine. Cherry Wine by Hozier. Ben Folds. The Luckiest. Sarah Bareilles. She Used to Be Mine. And for some inexplicable reason, Beyoncé's Halo occasionally fills me with unbridled joy to the point of near tears. I'm a grown man. I was going to suggest another Ben Folds doing. Brick. Still Fighting It makes me bawl every time. Clem Snide, Your Favorite Music. Belle and Sebastian, Fox in the Snow. Sufjan Stevens, Casimir Pulaski Day. The Decemberists, Red Right Ankle. Frank Turner, Silent Key. The Beach Boys, Caroline No. Bruce Springsteen, Highway Patrolman. Weezer, Butterfly. Into the Ocean by Blue October. Almost Hear You Sigh, The Rolling Stones. Hala and Fade Into You, Mazzy Star. It'll All Work Out, Tom Petty. Casimir Pulaski Day, Sufjan Stevens. Oh My God, yes, Sufjan Stevens. I'm surprised this is the first time I'm seeing this song on this post. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe to the channel for more videos.